Hello and welcome to the podcast. I'm Risa.
I'm Ariana.
And we're the Krolmeister sisters. As a reminder, this podcast is rated T for teen for strong language and mature themes.
If you don't like that, well, that's too goddamn bad. You came to the wrong jukebox.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think I'm in the mental space for this, but we're going to keep going forward. Oh, it's been a long week, you guys.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a long week since our last episode, you know? Everybody.
Yeah. So what are we talking?
You can go see other Nancy. I almost said Pokemon. Nancy Drew stuff.
Or Pokemon. There's probably a lot of family-friendly Pokemon podcasts.
There definitely are. That's your priority in your family. You're like, we are a Pokemon family.
Oh, also, if you guys are okay with the T for teen and also M for mature, there is going to be a new podcast with my friend Tina Balducci on it. She's doing one, and it's going to be, it's called Real Housewives of River Heights.
Okay.
I don't know if they actually posted their first episode yet, but I don't think it's up yet. But Tina is fucking hilarious.
Do you think
it might be up as I'll link them. Because Tina's fucking hilarious and she's one of my friends, and you should also go follow her and sub to her on Twitch. Same name, Tina Balducci. Fantastic. What are we talking about today, though, sister?
Tonight, sister, we are going to be... Right, we're going to be doing a bracket. Of the best home base in each Nancy Drew game.
Yeah, which game has the best home base? Home
base?
Bedroom that we're staying in, just like where our center of operations is. My desk.
Go on. Poke around.
So let's do this. And just like always, if you guys would like to do this along with us, the link to the blank bracket is in the description.
Blank bracket, blank bracket, blank bracket, blank bracket, blank bracket, blank bracket, blank bracket.
Blank bracket. So our qualifier round is Creature of Kapu Cave versus Treasure Royal Tower. So I'm assuming Quigley's Ruined Camp.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Versus just your hotel room.
I'm going to be honest. I prefer the jungle.
I do too. A lot.
More than anything, I don't know. You go in and it's already a leaky radiator and it's like...
Yeah, and it's cold out and it's stone. I don't want to be in stone in the cold.
This does not sound like a good time to me.
It does not.
Give me the jungle and bug poop. I adore it.
Yeah, I love it. Okay. Cool. Let's get to round one.
Fuck yeah.
Quigley's camp versus Maddie Jensen's apartment, and stay tuned for danger. I would still say Quigley's camp.
I would absolutely still say Quigley's camp. Maddie's place looks like
a Pinterest apartment.
It is a Pinterest apartment, but
from its time.
It looks like somebody just staged it so that she could have an interview there, and she just left it that way. And it's like she literally only sits in that one chair in the house, and it's like she doesn't actually live here. She just speaks to people here.
Yeah, I just don't. It doesn't feel very lived in.
No.
Okay, our room and Message in a Haunted Mansion versus the ticket booth in Final Scene.
See, that's what I was thinking when I was like, what would be the thing for Final Scene? Yeah, it's the ticket booth.
It's the ticket booth. I would say Message in a Haunted Mansion because I think that is actually gorgeous.
Yes, I love that room. But also, I feel, I don't know, I'm completely going with Message in a Haunted Mansion. But the final scene, the ticket booth, I do really enjoy it in there because I always loved hanging out in the ticket booth.
I know, right?
Ticket booth is bomb.
Yeah.
You get to chill out. You're just like, anyway. But I don't know. It feels like...
To me, like, in Final Scene, it feels like this is your calm place in the big, like, whirlpool of everything else going on in that game.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, like, out of the way and stuff, and it definitely feels like your little bubble, which is a good thing for a home base. But Message in a Haunted Mansion looks pretty, so... It
does. It's really pretty, and there are puzzles and puzzle pieces in your room, and it's like, yes!
Yeah.
I
okay. The hotel in Secret of the Scarlet Hand versus the museum office in Labyrinth of Lies. I mean, neither of them are great. I would honestly say the museum office, because I think that the hotel room in Secret of the Scarlet Hand smells bad.
I feel like it definitely, like, it's one of those places that people often are like, I had such a weird, like, ghost experience. And it's like, no, that's just the exposed wiring in this fucking place. Like, you can, it looks like it's painful for those of us who are super sensitive to electricity.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. We're going to go with Labyrinth of Lies. Very interesting for Labyrinth of Lies to win anything. Ghost of Thornton Hall, I guess the upstairs bedroom. I mean, upstairs, like, landing
the upstairs
area.
Yeah, where you got your mat laid out for some reason.
Versus your room in the car in Phantom of Venice. I like them both for different reasons.
This is the first hard one that we've come across for me.
Because I love the whole fucking horror story house, basically. Like, that is so... great vibes. The vibes are immaculate.
From that spot, you get attacked by a fucking ghost down the hall.
I know, it's great.
I love that spot. But at the same time, like, I do dig the car. Like, the actual, your room.
Yeah, I think it's beautiful. Though we are sharing a room, and I'm not a huge fan of that. I think that makes it Ghost of Thornton Hall.
Yeah.
For me. Now we have our bedroom in Warnings at Waverly Academy versus the weird dorm bunk thing in Deadly Device.
I guess I'd say Waverly Academy. Because
at least there's, like, the pretty tree outside.
Exactly.
And it's all, the entire, like, vibe. That's the only, that I'm going to be saying vibe a lot this episode.
Yeah.
It's got great vibes.
It does. It's nice. It's a very happy fall, you know.
Yeah. It's lovely. Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake, so like Sally's Kitchen, versus...
Sally's the whole living room area.
Yeah. So Sally's Cabin versus the Misty Skip, I guess, in Sea of Darkness.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't really feel like we have a home base in that one. Maybe the Cultural Center? I just don't know.
I'd say the Misty Skip.
Yeah.
Definitely, because that's where our room is, and so that's where we get a lot of, we do a lot of information gathering.
Yeah.
But that being said...
Sally's Cabin, absolutely.
Sally's Cabin. Fucking, dilapidated is just my aesthetic.
The kitchen on the farm at Trail of the Twister versus the tent in Tomb of the Lost Queen.
I'm going to go with the tent in Tomb of the Lost Queen because fuck you, Debbie. I'll go to bed whenever I want.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay.
Jesus, Debbie.
Jesus Christ. Okay. I guess just our, the Lilac Inn in Secret of the Old Clock versus the Lodge in White Wolf of Icicle Creek.
Huh. That's difficult because they're similar but also very different vibes.
I like the Lilac Inn a lot.
I love the Lilac Inn, but I also really like
better than the Icicle Creek Lodge because, hear me out, there are no taxidermied animals in the Lilac Inn.
Fair.
And the kitchen exploded, so I like that.
Don't gotta make quesadillas in there.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah, I can go for Lilac Inn. I do love that aesthetic. It's delightful.
Yeah, and there's like a jazz like puzzle machine game. It's great. So our room at the Ryokan versus Katie's houseboat.
I mean, I'm definitely gonna have to go with the Ryokan.
Yeah, absolutely. Like Katie's houseboat smells like rotting fish.
Right?
And she's got expired mayonnaise and shit like that. It's not great.
It's nasty.
So
plus, it's in a harbor, and I don't know if any of you guys have ever been to like harbors and bays, but they smell awful.
They do. So our room in Captive Curse versus JJ's apartment in Danger by Design.
I mean, there's no JJ in
That's very true in Captive Curse.
But additionally, I do just fucking love that the rich color of the whole castle. Also, honestly, but like
Secret Passage,
fucking that awesome clock phone.
Great.
Delightful, if foreboding, wardrobe. And you're just right upstairs from some fresh gossip with Tits McGee.
It's true. So I guess the Bolay Manor in Legend of the Crystal Skull, just the whole, it's not a manor, right? Is it?
Let's say, I wouldn't say it's a manor.
I don't know why I chose manor.
Let's say the actual house, not the extended grounds.
Mansion. That's what I was going for.
Yeah. Wait, and I'm sorry, what's it up against?
The, whatchamacallit, the
hotel in Haunted Carousel.
That you can burn down in Haunted Carousel.
Fuck that hotel.
Captain Cove? No, something Quarters.
Oh. Is it like Queen's Quarters or something? Or
yeah,
Captain's Quarters?
Yeah.
Maybe
Captain's
it's Captain's Quarters.
Captain's Quarters.
Point being, it's a generic Disney area-esque, so it's not actually part of the parks, but it gets all their spillover business. Like a majority of Anaheim.
Our tent in Shattered Medallion versus, I guess, just the entire train in Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon. Or I guess,
I would say that the dining
in the room with the dining car with the Hardys.
Yeah,
I think that's our home base
for sure.
Which I enjoy.
I do love that, and honestly, I also do love. I've got a thing for tent. You know, tents are great. And I'm saying this because I don't necessarily like having. Although, also, I sometimes have a hard time remembering which tent is mine.
Yeah.
But I fucking love that train car.
Yeah. Trains are just better.
It's got the jingling of the little beads for the
chandelier.
The chandelier, yeah. Sorry, not finishing words.
It's fine. Okay, Shadow Ranch versus the Dread Isle Resort, I guess, in Rise of the Seven Ships.
I'm absolutely gonna have to go with the Raleigh's place.
Yeah, Shadow Ranch itself, definitely.
If nothing else, it's not a trap, so I like that. It's got that going for it. It's also got that lovely, and I said this in the last one, that Southwest fucking...
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Kind of ranch I always wanted to...
Okay, our hotel room in Silent Spy, I guess?
Uh-huh.
versus our room at Curse of Blackmore Manor. So our hotel room in Silent Spy versus... Or would it count... Would it be like...
Oh, no, I'd say you've got a fucking room. And it's where you keep money. It's where you keep
documents
the files.
And stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So, however, Bridget's room in Curse of Blackmore Manor is fan-fucking-tastic.
Yes, it is.
It was decorated by a Victorian monkey, and I love it. It's so tacky. It's just gaudy and awful, and I absolutely adore it.
Live for it.
It smells musty, but
that and Message in a Haunted Mansion are just that's some good set design. You guys go all over the top, and I love it.
Okay, Nancy's bedroom in Alibi and Ashes. Or should it be the police station in Alibi and Ashes?
Right? It feels more like the police station.
Because, like, if it was her... But this is versus Aunt Eloise's house. And if it was her bedroom, then Alibi and Ashes would win. But if it's the police station, then Aunt Eloise's house should win.
I mean, I don't think
her
you
bedroom.
can... I don't feel like there is a home base in... I mean, it may be Maxine's diner.
No, it's Aunt Eloise's house.
I mean...
It's where we go back to watch the VHS and stuff.
I guess. Let's go Aunt Eloise's house. Just because it's a little more clear. Because I still think that the jail is your home base.
I just don't like it. Okay, I guess the castle in Haunting of Castle Malloy versus the Perry house in Midnight in Salem. The Perry house looks like
the
walls are paper thin.
That being said, there is a roof. And there are no holes.
Yeah.
It's not dilapidated.
Yeah, you're completely right.
It wasn't blown to shit by a World War II era rocket.
However, Ariana, I would like to put on the other side of this, crows?
Crows are good.
It's just think about all of the night sounds from the bog and the crows. That and being able to look up and see the stars.
Yeah.
See, that to me is way better than that suburban nightmare.
Okay.
And we can't even go in May's room or anything like that.
That's going to be the best
fucking
room.
Crazy. That it's just nope, can't go in there. And it's obviously at some point you could have gone in there, and then they cut it out of the script because they couldn't be asked. Yeah, I'm saying the blown up castle.
Yep.
Okay, round 2. Camp Quigley versus our bedroom in Message in a Haunted Mansion. Oh, that's really hard for me.
Yeah.
'Cause I really like the jungle.
Yeah, and it comes with the accompanying jungle sounds.
Yeah. However, it is a really there are so many puzzles in that room.
Yeah.
I'm very lucky that we got put in that room, you have to admit.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with Message in a Haunted Mansion.
Yeah. Fewer bugs to bite me.
Yeah, there is that.
Okay, museum office in Labyrinth of Lies versus the upstairs in Ghost of Thornton Hall. I'm going to say Ghost of Thornton Hall.
The Ghost of Thornton Hall. Hands down. Apparently we really like our dilapidated sleeping arrangements.
We sure do. Speaking of, Warnings at Waverly Academy versus Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake. Yeah.
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 If you guys didn't realize, we're going with Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake.
The main tent in Tomb of the Lost Queen versus the Lilac Inn.
The Lilac Inn.
Yeah.
There's just more to it. Which isn't to say there aren't a lot of good details in the tent, because I like each area is like, okay.
It's
They're
great.
not over the top, but it's still like nailed home the personality.
Yeah. But the Lilac Inn is great, and it has secret passageways.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, our room at the Ryokan versus our room in Castle Finster.
Ooh, boy, those are opposite ends of the spectrum. Yeah. Because the Ryokan looks like peaceful and like
gorgeous.
I would just
and I could go
wake up happy
nice
there.
Bath.
And Castle Finster looks like I could just curl up in that bed, and those are some soft fucking sheets, and like I could come in from drinking in the courtyard and just get warm in bed. And
that is nice. However,
that being said, Ryokan.
The Ryokan, yeah. Mostly because the noises, the sounds would just be from hearing the deer scare and the water and stuff. That would be good. Just really nice sounds. That would be great. Okay, so dining car and the train versus the Bole mansion house thing.
That is genuinely difficult, because while I like a lot of the things in the Bole house, it's very hard to see.
Yeah.
Because everything is dark and you can't necessarily get... Like, I love that fucking creepy-ass doll in the corner of the room, but
But also, it's a train.
Trains are inherently good.
So, I think the dining car wins. Yeah. And those are my Hardy Boys. The Shadow Ranch versus Bridget's room in Curse of Blackmore Manor. I mean, I would say Shadow Ranch. I can just like...
Yeah, because honestly...
It just feels better. It's like you feel the warm, dry air, as opposed to... It feels cold and damp in Blackmore Manor.
And honestly, those curtains are so dusty. Those are fucking thick-ass, like, velvety curtains.
I mean, and it's all gorgeous. And there is a time and a place for wanting that. I mean, imagine the rain sound outside on it and everything. That'd be great. And getting to just, like, curl up under, like, the very thick duvet or something. But Shadow Ranch is just nice and warm. And I'm very... It makes me think of happiness. Yeah. So, I'm going to say Shadow Ranch.
I think that's a good one, yes.
Okay, Aunt Eloise's house versus Castle Malloy. I'll say Castle Malloy.
I will also say Castle Malloy. No weird go-go.
Go-go cage. Go-go dancing cage.
Go-go cage.
Okay, let's do this next round.
Oh, man.
We have Message in a Haunted Mansion versus Ghost of Thornton Hall.
Only because it has the benefit of being newer and therefore prettier, less clunky, and, like, more sophisticated interaction. Yeah. I'm going to have to go with Ghost of Thornton Hall. I love Message in a Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, but I also feel it's a little, it goes a little too hard on the Chinese theme.
It does.
And that makes it a little awkward.
It does.
So, yeah, that game is really...
There are some problematic aspects.
The fetishization of Chinese culture. Oof. Okay, so Sally's Cabin versus Lilac Inn. Sally's Cabin.
Sally's Cabin, absolutely, hands down. I'm not worried about people being in the walls looking at me there. I mean, Jesus. Yeah. And there's dogs.
Oh, man. Our room at the Ryokan versus the dining car train. I mean, yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
The train dining car.
This is very difficult. I feel a little more torn than I should for something that doesn't matter, but
because on one hand, the Ryokan is gorgeous.
It is,
and it sounds
peaceful
lovely.
and lovely.
However, on the other hand, train,
and it's moving, and so
just imagine. Oh God, the motion would be fantastic. Okay, the train.
Yep, we talked ourselves into that one.
I just like moving. Okay, it feels comfortable. It's very comforting to be moving.
We spent a lot of time in the car as kids.
Yeah. I like airplanes too.
Yeah.
I enjoy the feeling of flying. It's lovely. It's very comforting.
Sometimes I feign being like nervous so that people around me feel better.
But it's like how the other day I love
that push when you're taking off and you just feel the G-force just kind of align your back.
Yeah.
Sorry, what were you saying?
I don't remember.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. It's probably for the best. Yeah, trains. Just
trains.
Good. Okay, Shadow Ranch versus Castle Malloy. Both of them are so fantastic, and I can feel very vividly.
Mm-hmm.
Like just the very crisp air of being outside in that castle in like it because it's right at the summer solstice, so it's that really nice like humid, slightly like cold still because it's early summer.
Like freshly wet, like the grass definitely
it's
dewy.
Damp.
Yeah,
it's just damp, but it, like the clouds are mostly dispersed.
It has not rained all day, but the ground is currently mud.
Yes, and it's like that's such a strong feeling. But on the other hand, that dusty air of just having that like this very bright sun, just like settling on your skin and just hearing like the nice like rustle of the desert.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to be honest. We get right down to it. I'm apparently going to go, okay, but there are a lot of things in bloom at the castle.
Yeah.
That would just be like, I see all that shit. There's fucking lavender out there. I would be dead.
Yeah. Okay, so Shadow Ranch, I guess.
Shadow Ranch.
That was really hard.
That was very hard.
Okay. So, Ghost of Thornton Hall versus Sally's Cabin. I like how just Ghost of Thornton Hall, but Thornton Hall versus Sally's Cabin. I say Sally's Cabin.
As do I. I do love I don't know. I mean, I do go with the cabin.
To me, it's because I just, like, where one vibe is great because of how spooky it is, the other vibe is great because I'm, like, imagining the sounds of the forest, and I'm imagining, like, just the smell of the place. Like fresh soil.
It's a cabin in the woods. There's a very specific feel to it.
With the lake right outside, like right there, and you're hearing the lake swish back and forth,
and
all the birds.
Smell like this constant mildewy smell, but it's not quite bad.
It's not bad, and like some like pine as well, just there. Right on the edge.
Everybody's like, why are they describing this? We all fucking know what they're talking about. Like, we're just acting like this is so individual to us that we can feel this. And it's like, guys, calm the fuck down.
I'm not saying that it's specific to us. I'm just saying that it's fantastic.
It is delightful.
And vivid.
I love it.
Okay. So, the dining car versus Shadow Ranch.
I'm going to have to go with the ranch. What do you think?
Yeah.
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 That's genuinely very tough.
Yeah. But, like, I just think that there's more to it to me. Mm-hmm. Just having all of those people right there in our home base is just, like...
Yeah.
It's just nice. Having everyone just be there. I don't know why. Okay. So Shadow Ranch versus Sally's Cabin.
Shit!
I mean, I think people probably could have guessed that this is where this was going.
I know, right?
So...
Both are pretty close to a cemetery.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Oh gosh.
God.
Oh, man.
You know that you can just hear, like, woodpeckers in the fucking forest, but you can there's just this occasional in the desert.
Hawk. Oh, yeah. And you can
just
hear,
soaring
like,
over one of the like
rustling.
Mm-hmm. Somewhere there's a fucking rattler, and you're like, I hear you. I'm staying away.
Cicadas as well. You can hear them.
Cicadas, yes.
It's pretty good. I actually hear them probably in both. Lots of crickets in Moon Lake. Mm-hmm. I feel like there would be a lot of mold in the cabin, in Sally's cabin. And
probably.
I think
and there's probably like a lot of ragweed around it.
Yeah. Whereas I feel like Shadow Ranch, I think Shadow Ranch.
Our allergies dictate it.
You know what? I think that it's completely fine. I think Shadow Ranch is a great home base. We got all of the things you need. Horse facts. Secret passageways.
Delightful memorabilia signifying the love between a father and his daughter.
Yeah.
You know, it's just good. There's a clock.
And a pocket watch. And we get to bake a cake there.
And there's...
teardrops in a journal. All you need.
There's also some Charlena Purcell trash.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what we say. We say that Shadow Ranch has the best home base. So the blank bracket is in the description below. And do it. And you can tell us which one won for you on our Instagram, Twitter, Discord, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our fancy website, krolmeistersisters.knifefightclub.com.
Yay! You can also find us on Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, and Spotify. And in those places, some of those places, you can leave us reviews or like things and stuff.
Subscribe. Yeah.
Subscribe. Thank you.
You got stuck there.
Uh-huh.
If you would like to, speaking of subscribing, if you would like to support us, you can subscribe to us on Twitch to get access to our numerous emotes, Podcast Night VODs, and the backer channel on our Discord. Or you can support us over on patreon.com/KrolmeisterSisters to get access to Podcast Night VODs, the backer channel on our Discord, stream cat pictures, and pictures of Nancy Mew. As well as you can tell us what to talk about. So, as a reminder, I'm Risa.
I'm Ariana.
And we're the Krolmeister Sisters. And we're asking you guys to stay sleuthy.